Hello. Hello. Oh, I gotta close the door back there. That way we have some dynamic range. Now also, my tea is steeping, so we can't forget. We can't forget the steeping tea. All right, we're gonna. Ooh, my microphone is loose. It rotated away from me. I don't know how to deal with that. This is the wrong way. Okay, we might have to go get antsier with that later, but for now, oh jeez, what is going on? Somebody snuck into my place and just made my microphone loose. Who would do such a thing? All right, that's probably good. Okay, well, we had a feature request from someone working on the game, and it's been a little bit since I streamed working on the game. So let's do that request. There's some developer commands, and they're in a file called developer commands. Wow, and in fact, I went straight to the right function for some reason. So what this is about is this game has a lot of levels, and the levels have different stuff in them, and they're about different, topics, right? So we have a thing that scans a level that tells you what topics occur in that level in terms of what kinds of objects there are and stuff. And then, we have something that can go over every level in the game. And so we generate this report for everything. And then you can sort it in different ways. You can say, what levels have lily pads in them? Or what levels have the most things in them, right? Or just tell me what's in every level by alphabetical order, right? Okay. And in fact, if we get really jiggy, because one of the requests we got was just adding some more topics here, right? So that's easy. Another request we got was saving to a file, which is pretty easy. But if we're going to save to a file, maybe we'll also output a frickin' spreadsheet. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Because we all love spreadsheets, right? Spreadsheets, man, spreadsheets. Okay, so let me crop. Here's our email. Oh my God, it's so bright. What the hell? Ever since I turned Windows to dark mode, it's like this is just kills me. All right, so fence, floor fence. All right, do we not even have fence? Let's see. Fence. Nope. Okay. If it dot is floor array add if unique concepts floor fence else fence. Okay. wardrobe. If, see how easy this is? Dude, a JavaScript programmer could write this shit. Normal rooms. Spotlights rooms. Do we have a settings in here? Nope. Okay. Okay. Settings.per screen camera. See, both of these are for per screen camera, so we'll factor it this way. Concepts. Normal rooms. Else. Right. Spotlight rooms. Okay. Let's just put rooms. Either way. Rotated gate. Okay. See, I don't know why we have this if and then this for loop. That doesn't seem good. I think that's vestigial. All right. Okay. Mundane mirror. Yes. I'm sure we iterate by mirror already. Okay. Cool. Sometimes programming is so easy. Except I didn't spell that right. Array. As long as you don't do that, program is easy. Let me pour my tea before I die from caffeine. That was only an 8-minute tea steep. No big deal. Uh-oh, I gotta get a spoon for the honey. Spoon for the honey. Sauce for the goose, Mr. Savick. Is each concept checked from serialized level data? What did you just look at the look at the code? Look at the code. Okay. We got to make this tea special good, and then we will move on. Now, so I believe when we say summary, yeah, so we can run this on an individual level first and just make sure it works. Okay, summary, boom. So this is what's in the level. Artifact beam, double beam, endpoint beam, blah, 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 blah. Vertical mirror. There's no mundane mirror, is there? Oh, yeah, there is. Mirable mirror, mundane mirror, ocean, river, rooms. I mean, there's stuff. There's stuff. Okay. Now let's make it save to a file. Now, we're going to make two file names. Okay. We're going to say okay. I think the log is going to call builder to string. I'm not sure. Are we leaking this? Let's see. Okay, that's in logger. Okay, so we have this thing here where we do reset. So okay, so we don't want to reset it because we're going to write it to another file. That's all. And then we're also going to have a CSV builder. All right. Now we're going to write entire file. I don't remember the API for this. Write entire file, the name, the builder, and do reset, right? So okay. So we want these file names. And we're just going to leave this empty for now. All right. So if all, these are strings. Well, I typed the word strings. If all tprint summary all dot txt summary all dot csv. All right. Else, oh, yeah, we don't need to tprint this. Summary, whatever. So is it called level name? Universe name. That's copied over from Braid. Lol. Okay. So we can test that part. Operator equals can only be used. Yeah, that's what I was doing. What data does a CSV contain? We're going to do one column per concept and one row per level name. Right? And then we'll just put an X, I don't know, whatever, if it's present. Okay. Summary, boom. Okay, so we should now have in Sokoban run tree, is it here? Data. Where do we put this? Maybe it's in run tree. Summary star. Where the fuck does it go? Let's make sure those file names are well formed and also, oops, saving tprint. So we'll make sure that works. Golden monkey tea with milk and honey is the best. Is the best. Okay, we didn't console report that. Why not? Does this not fucking go to the console anymore? The fuck? Wait, this is only... Whoopsie. Okay. We should figure out these file names way out here. Gonna do the CSV spreadsheet here. I think that's gonna be its own loop. I forgot that we're doing like both of these. Okay. So now, see, we're resetting the builder up here. Like, there's all sorts of bad stuff here. All sorts of bad stuff here. So we're going to have builder and CSV builder here. Okay, let's try that. I'm glad you like the Golden Monkey tea. I don't like it as much without milk and honey. I will just be very clear about that. Why are we not fucking saying anything? All right. We're going to frickin' step in. It's kind of lame that we have to step in on something this simple, but it's what happens when people start doing unintuitive things. Like, I'm pretty sure console report probably doesn't do anything. But then I'm not actually sure what is printing these concepts out. All right. All right. Summary. It didn't even go there. What? She doesn't. Oh, fuck. Wait. I have a feeling something very unintuitive is going on here. Oh, it's this frickin' thing. We just exit out literally right there. Oops. Okay. That explains literally everything. Okay, so sometimes you just got to read the code. Right, because a lot of... Okay. So we'll just do the true. You know what we could do? We can put a no check in. So I'm going to say so we're just going to break out after we do 15 levels instead of all 800, right? And that'll be faster for testing. And then we'll take that out. Would it be worth having a separate command? Maybe, but then you have to remember all the commands. Oops. Okay, so yeah, we did some stuff. We broke out after some 15 levels or whatever. All right. There, and here we go. We've got summary all.txt, boom, and then summary all.csv, which has literally nothing. Does anyone know like a free CSV viewer? Because fucking Microsoft is going to make us go to the dentist just to open a CSV file. It's fucking absurd. Is this Unity? Hell yeah, brother. Libre, dude, I fucking... OpenOffice almost destroyed my vacation and a presentation I was trying to give one time. I fucking hate it. Modern CSV. Moderns. Every time I see the word modern, I think modem. I could use modem CSV. Download Windows. All right. You should see what fucking Microsoft Word makes you do just to open a document read only. You have to like click through 3 fucking ads. It's horrible. It's horrible. Okay. No. We don't want this right now. Okay. All right. So we're going to output the CSV file. All right. Let's just do this. Let's just do this. Okay, so for the top line, we're going to say top line level name so where do we store concept names? So this function is get concepts. So we call that on every level. When we say summary.concepts, why is that a fucking array of strings? That's horrible. Why did I make that an array of strings? Fucking terrible. Okay. Um, that makes this easy though. All right, top line. All right, and then okay. Now append builder top builder new line, and now we're just going to do each. So we should have a sorted by level name version of this. Sorted by level name. Oh, this is like for one. Fuck. All right. We need to get all the concepts anyway. Okay, so we set that in the hash table, and okay. So we're going to have two things. We're going to have it.level name, it.set.name. Okay, and then we're going to have all the topics. All right. Although actually, fuck. We want the concepts alphabetically. All right. All right, so we're converting for value key, table all concepts, array add. You know, we might have a function to do that, but whatever. And then down here we'll go array add, top line all concepts. Okay, so dot dot. But the reason I'm doing this, putting it in an array, is I want to sort the array. We want to quick sort all concepts by compare strings, right? Okay. Right, so we got to go over all the summaries. Undeclared identifier it, because it's key. Top line. wanted string got array of string. Oh, we want dot dot top line. Dot dot top line. Okay. Now, we at least want the right number of columns to make it a well-formed spreadsheet. Okay, we're going to put those two, and then we're going to go for all right, so for however many concepts there are, we're not going to check yet. We're just going to put a bunch of commas. All right, so let's just test this. Does summary.concepts contain duplicate entries? It shouldn't. No. No, it's the reason it needs a table is just because I want to stop being an idiot. Because we have one of those concepts arrays per every level separately. And then we want to merge all those 800 into one common one, right? And that's what I'm using the hash table for. We could have just done it in an array, but whatever. Okay, so summary all.csv. Modem CSV. Okay, this obviously didn't load. Oh, you know what? I bet I'm putting it in the wrong. It's 0 KB. KB toy stores. Why is it 0 KBs? Tables, all concepts, array add top line. Oh, because we're appending to builder. It's the wrong fucking thing. I mean, you know, I could just reuse builder because we're not doing this at the same time anymore. I had originally made two different variable names because it was like we were building both in parallel, but we might want to do that later, so I'm just going to leave it. I'm just going to leave it. Hey, it's 1 KB now. Level name, set name, blah, 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 blah. Okay, there aren't enough commas. Also, I'm never putting a new line. Oh, there are enough commas. I'm just never putting a new line. Sorry. I was thinking about it, and I just didn't do that. All right. See, the advantage of using a pre-built engine like Unity Game Engine is you can output spreadsheets, and everybody loves spreadsheets. Everybody loves spreadsheets. Oops. Summary true. All right. Boom. Level name. Set name. See, we could probably... Can we change the sorting here? I don't know how to use modern CSV. Or modem CSV for that matter. But there we go. That's all the things in all of these. Okay, so now we just have to put an X in the ones. And that should be easy. Okay, so for every concept, we say if if, let's call this summary. Put a big old X. If anyone can think of something even better to put in there than an X, like, is there some kind of way to designate a spreadsheet field as like Boolean true or false, or just fill out the entire block as a big graphical block? You know what I mean? One or zero. Why would I put zero? Why would I put one? All right. Boom. Modem CSV. I wonder if it would hot load the file, so I wouldn't have to click this all the time. Hey, check it out, everybody. How awesome is that? Look at the patterns. Look at the beautiful patterns. Modem CSV even obeys the dark mode from Windows. These colors kind of suck for dark mode, but that's okay. Look at all those chickens. All right. You know what that means? We got to get rid of the no chickens and try it out for real. And we're still going to be running a debug build, so this may take a little bit to crank through all the levels. Look how little time that took, and I was even slow and bad about it. Could have done it faster. Look at all those chickens. That would take 4 weeks to get it done in some places. I mean, somebody tweeted this video yesterday of, what's his name? Tim Kaine. Letting programmers get away with fucking murder. Because he's a nice guy. There are some Unicode check marks. I don't know if that's good. Have I ever played Dwarf Fortress? Yes. Yes, I have. It didn't tell me about the files. 79 kilobytes, though. Funk. Look at all those chickens. Okay, how do you sort in modem CSV. View. This should be the easy. You should just be able to like click at the fucking top. Oh, you can. Wait, it's invisible till you click it. Okay, that's fine. Cool, cool, cool. All right. I will tell the people about this. Okay. I just implemented 1 and 2. Actually, a text file was already being saved, so wait. The text file gets saved in run tree summary all.txt. While I was at it, I also made it save out a spreadsheet as summary all.csv. Working on the other part, but I figured I would check this in. Okay. Let's take the W. Wait, did I? We got to actually get rid of these chickens to check in. All right. Add new summary reporting. Okay. He also wanted, that I didn't notice at first, spreadsheet might be good for what you were doing with your search. Maybe delete rows with empty fields in a certain column, etc. might be a more visual way to refine searches partially as you figure out what you are looking for. Okay. So make the summary command include non-shipping is false. Okay. So if we say not to include non-shipping level sets, then we do this. I guess. Let's see what that does. So before we had 797 level names. We have some twice here. That's bad. I think those are things that are in 2 level sets. So we're going to ignore that for now. Well, except it says weird skipping. Why? We have to debug this. But first, let's just test this part that we just put in. Artifact doesn't have an artifact. Well, we'll have to vet the output for correctness as well. Getting a lot of these like for some other reason. Oh, those are because we're loading non-shipping levels, so that's why we're getting all these old errors. Adult-friendly dragon. Yeah, you got to be careful about the adult-friendly dragon. Is this world stored in a sparse matrix? I don't know what that means, but I can pretty confidently say no. What are we doing here? Okay. Sumreal.csv, 193 KBs. Okay, that sure is a lot. Okay. So now, let's regenerate that without all that crap. I added the non-shipping levels option. Just do summary true. All right, I should look at these to revert them or whatever, but there we go. There. Oh, come on. Why is everything fucking broken, dude? I clicked OK on that. It got totally unresponsive for like 10 seconds. Okay. So while that was happening, I regenerated this Holio. Sumreal.csv. Okay. So someone was saying something about artifacts. This one doesn't have an artifact. Yeah, it doesn't have a fucking artifact. Rip. You think I don't know what a sparse matrix is? Dude, when the guy who just graduated from freshman year in college shows up and tries to be smarter than you, that's when you really know you're in for a treat. Who the fuck do you think you're talking to? All right. Pretty sure we're all just joking here. You're not. You're not. Okay, so wardrobe should only be in overworld. Which probably isn't here. Sparse is so cool to say, though. I mean, sure, it's a little sparse. All right, it might be time to do compiler stuff. Because we have taken the W on game stuff. Look at this. We're now officially in the realm of fucking spreadsheets, dude. Look at all our rows. How many rows do we have? Our rows by any other name. 65. There are 65 ideas in this game, guys. Let's see if Spotlight Rooms. Who has Spotlight Rooms? These guys. Who are these guys? Why are Promise 2, Promise 3 not Spotlight Rooms? Who has normal rooms? Promised one, Zach. 514. Let's mark normal rooms. Maybe we have that backwards. Yeah. Lol. 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 All right. Level name Annoying Orange. That's how you know it's a high quality game. You guess sparse is good, or are you dense? Sparse is good if your matrix is really big and most elements are 0. All right, so that only took an hour. Pretty okay. So now we could do compiler. I kind of want to go to bed, but I just drank a bunch of caffeine, and it's not that late. Let's make sure we're up to date on the compiler. I think we are, but nope, we weren't. We were not up to date. I'm going to get a sody pop. Okay. So I had been working on a bug, and I fixed the bug yesterday. It was a goofy little bug that involved, calling the heap allocators in a certain way. And I just want to leave the spreadsheet up because it's so cool. So, the beta user of the compiler had sent me a test case, and I tried it out, and it was like, hey, cool, helpful test case, solved the problem, but then, in fact, this was the test case. And, but in our RPmalloc module, maybe I was tired, but I didn't see how it was supposed to work. I didn't see how it was supposed to work with this being null, because it looked to me when I was looking through our RPmalloc code like it always expected a heap pointer because our allocator struct, right, it has the procedure and the data pointer, right? And so I was like, oh, the data pointer must not be able to be null. But then, I slept on it and whatever. And I was like, wait, but we're like successfully allocating shit. So obviously we do handle that. All right. So let's just go back to this. So I want to just step through and figure out what it's doing that I didn't see. Okay. So just for illustration, if I compile this and I run it, this all works. Okay. If I take this out right now, we say no thread heap. And the reason we say no thread heap is because I put that in. Oops, we're literally on that line. I put that in right here. If I take that out, then we crash. But we shouldn't crash because obviously we have a global heap somewhere and I just didn't see it because we're newing with RPmalloc here. So fuck you, right? Right? So let's figure that out. Let's just step into that. It doesn't even fucking have it. No, not a local folder. All right. So we're just going to go till the crash here. But we're going to go up the stack. And we're going to say, why does this work? Why indeed? We're calling new. We're calling alloc. We're calling the proc. Now heap here is going to be null. Yep. Okay. Oh, we call a different function. Okay. Oh, and that must have been inlined. And it passes the correct heap. So this is just called rpmalloc : get thread heap. Okay, that's so easy. All right. Ta-da. Okay. So let me go to my regression test, because this file is not the official one. Oh man, we've got exes because I ran this shit. Querying heaps. There we go. We're just going to take that out. And we're going to do that. I'm going to go back and reply to this beta user. And I'm going to say, actually, I was wrong about needing to add this line to the test repro. It's fine. Without it. Okay. Cool. So, fix the thing about the default allocator. Now we're going to do something that might be cool. Better fix to default allocator issue. Let me make sure this completes. Whoops, no, don't do that. Don't do that. It did complete, okay. Cool. Okay. Now I wanted to do something more fun. I saw this article this morning and I was like, hey, let's take a look at this. Because the way I'll show you how we do floats. We do this random get 0 to 1. And we just divide by the mask, right? So this gives us like 24 bits. It's not really that good, right? All we're doing is we're getting an integer between 0 and 2 to the 24, and then saying 1 divided by that. So we're not like really getting a high quality random number down to the least significant bit. Okay. And so, but here's a thing where they're like, oh God, it's so bright. He's like, okay, well, Basically you can put random bits in the mantissa and that's fine. But if you linearly put random bits in the exponent, then you'll be choosing things with unequal probability. But he's saying, well, how do we, here, I'll paste this link into chat so people could read along if they want. He's like, well, come up with a way to do that, right? So he's saying like, well, for these ranges, you want to map them to this probability, obviously, right? And then he's looping for every power of 2, subtract 1 from the exponent. That doesn't seem like a very efficient way to do it, but okay. Above throws away lots of random bits. I guess he's saying throws away lots of random bits because we keep calling rand U64. But only using the low bit, right? So in theory, you want to use those 64 and then the next few, right? So this is kind of lame because you know that you have 75 bits that you need, right? And so even this is like, well, it's extra math. The loop can be eliminated using bit counting intrinsics. Let's see. I guess CTZLL is count zeros in a 64-bit number, right? I don't understand this line. If E is greater than or equal to 0, I don't know why they're casting that. Oh, because it's uint. Minus 11. Because that's the difference between 64 and 75 for some reason. I don't quite get this. So we count the zeros. We subtract 11 for some fucking reason. I mean, this looks pretty short and there's no looping. It seems like kind of a big jump between this and this, but maybe if I thought harder about this, it would be obvious. Oh, it's not that the 11 is the difference between 64 and 75. It's that the 11 is the exponent size. But I don't know. I'm half in the mood to just type this in. Let's just try it, and then we can see how it works. I'm looking into this because I don't want to perform an F64 multiply. No, I'm looking into this because we want higher quality random numbers. Of course, ours is for floats. The float 32 probably involves only one. This should really be inline. Okay. So we're going to put this, we're going to have this be float 64 for a minute. Okay, so we're going to say X is random get state. Yeah, that's U64. E I mean, this is kind of fucked. Why is it U64, but then S64? So here we pretty much do want it to be S64 for these. But maybe this has to be the unsigned part. Anyway. We're not going to cast it here. Fuck that. Okay, so now pop count. Not operators, operations. So count 0 is 64 minus pop count X. If E is greater than or equal to 0. So that's kind of what I don't get, like there. All right. X is X right shifted by 11 plus 1 right shifted by 1 minus this shit left shifted 52. No idea. If you only care about 0, 1 range, you can do random. Random U64, right shifted 40. Okay, already I kind of don't believe this. Because what does that right shift 40 have to do with literally anything? That's just to make sure everything above the bottom 24 bits is 0, I guess, as opposed to picking certain bits from the random number. Let's put this as a note, because we do have a function that does that. I don't think I believe that. The reason I don't believe that is because that's only 24 bits of accuracy in a 32-bit float. I mean, I guess the mantissa, that fills the mantissa. Are we saying... Huh. I guess we're saying that that multiply Okay, first of all, I don't believe this, because if we cast this to float to do the multiply, right? Let's see. Highest integer representable as 32-bit float. Okay, no, I guess that's true. I guess so you convert it to the float, and because it's 24 bits, no rounding occurs, right? We could just try that. That version, but 64-bit is the first thing they mentioned. Yeah, I vaguely remember that from this morning. All right. So let's put that in as well. Let's put this up here. So we're going to do random get 0 to 1 open new. And you know, I might leave these I might leave these float 64 anyway, right? Right? Just cast it down to float if you want for now. We're going to deliver the people bits. You know what I'm saying? It's like Tony's Pizza. All right, so this version is... We're just going to say U is random get state, right shifted by 40. I don't even know if we fucking parse that. I think we do. We certainly don't parse that. Let's go. We're going to want to make a little test program for this anyway. All right. Well, yeah, okay. So our printing is just says that's fucking negligible. Okay. That may or may not be good. But I wonder if we're deciding to do that as float 32. Do we have a hex float option on print? No. Okay, so it is definitely... That doesn't look right. Is that possibly right? Yeah, no, that is right. How is that 1e minus 24? Shouldn't it be a lot cleaner than that? I would expect the mantissa to just have zeros. Base 10. Oh, right. Right. We don't have base 2 exponent. Do we? Yeah, we don't do base 2 exponents. Maybe we should. I guess that's what the P means. That's kind of a new feature. I don't recall having that back in the day. Maybe we actually fucking support that, though. Or maybe it's not hard to do. Where does this come from? We call A to F. I guess A to F just does that. Maybe. Does it? Does anyone know? Like, what is it spec? I don't know if I want to read IBM's documentation for this. A to F, Microsoft Learn. Remarks. Fucking tell me what it parses. White space sign, digits, EE sign. So it doesn't do P. We could use the STB float if we want to. It's just not, it's just more of a hassle. Can use the hex version. Yes, that was going to be my other thing. All right, here we go. Thank you. I was gonna open Godbolt and do this, and I'm just like, eh. All right, so we're gonna do this. V equals that. Ta-da! Great. Okay. Now what? What were we even doing? We were just getting started. Now I'm going to import random, and we have a parse error there that I haven't even fixed yet, right? Tracy Ullman is invading my random. Do we have any more ulls? No. Okay. For 1 to 10, print get 0 to 1 open new. Okay. This extra plus sign is no good. That didn't work. What? Oh, this is not even the right function. Oh, right. Because I didn't put this. All right. Ta-da. Look, these are all random numbers. Kind of plausible. What we're going to do is we're going to make a loop that does a bunch of them and takes like the mean, maybe even the standard deviation. And we'll compare it to the old dumb version. But first, we want to make closed open. Okay, so we're going to do this. Print what? Oh, in random. Yes. Okay, closed is returning zeros. That's BS. We have a bunch of numbers here that look plausible. Is my union trick failing for some reason? X is this, D is 0. How is these all 0? Can't be that many zeros. do they end up being nan? I don't remember what nan looks like. I could have easily messed up some of this 64 minus pop count, right? Now, okay, hold on. If it's random, counting zeros and counting ones is the same thing. Right? So that 64 minus shouldn't even be necessary. I think what this is being used for is just to get that same probability distribution. Like it's increasingly unlikely of them all being the same digit. It doesn't literally have to be zeros. It could be ones. That is my theory. It still won't work. Although, yeah, no, these are the same kind of numbers. 3D1, 3D5, 3DF. Where am I setting D? Because it's a union with X. We can verify that this works. If that doesn't come out right, then something is sus. Nope. See, x2 is the same as x every time. So we're copying the float in here, and we're going the other way from float to int, and that's working fine. So yeah, these must all be fucksicled in some way. .op minus 24. Oh, right. Wait. So then we would shift this by 11. Good point. So what is this? Does anyone have this number? For 1p minus 53. CTZLL. I assume that means count zeros of a long is what CTZLL means, but I don't actually. Oh, count trailing zeros. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Okay, so that's different from pop count. Of course. What have we got? Byte swap. Bit scan forward. All right, let's try that. Bit scan forward X. We can do this, right? I mean, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, but we could do that. A result of 0 means the input was 0. I mean, -1, is that the equivalent? What would... You know, maybe we should just implement the fucking thing that we want. Right? Seems to be OX25. Are you guys serious about that? 2500. 0000. Like that? Count trailing zeros is basically the same as BSF. It's just I'm getting confused by the input with zeros, right? Let's just do this. There's no reason to get all hanky about it, right? So result is bit scan forward of X if result is equal to 0, return 64, because there's 64 zeros, right? Return result -1. That's all it is. And we could clean that up later. We could actually, I'm sure there's an actual instruction maybe at this point. Oh, that's the wrong, okay. 3CA0, that sounds more like it. I believe that better. Because the exponent width is different. And the bias is different correspondingly, right? So you can't just use the 32-bit digits. Okay. Hey, look, we got numbers. We got numbers. All right, so let's see if we can remember any statistics, all right? Let's say count is going to be 10. All right. Sum is 0. Sum squared is float 64, right? Okay. All right, so the mean is whatever sum divided by count, and then standard deviation. This is one of those weird things that happens to work out, right? It's the mean. Hold on. Is it the square root of no, that's obviously not right. well, absolute. Is it some shit like this? What is the definition of the standard deviation? This is how long it's been since I've done this stuff. Oh, right. Yes. You are right. E of x squared minus E of x squared. Right? So E of x squared is sum squared divided by count. All right. So, right, these are the individual x squareds added up, and that's the mean of them, right? So that's the expected value of x squared. So standard deviation is mean 2 minus mean times mean, right? And then abs probably, right? Or is it like, wait, that's always guaranteed to be, I don't know. Let's just see. Undeclared identifier print. Mean standard deviation. We're getting the same numbers every time because we're not seeding by the time. We're starting with the same random state. I mean, that seems plausible. We could seed randomly. Do we have a thing that seed? We should have a thing to seed by time because like everyone wants to do that maybe. I don't know. You think it's variance and the square root of the variance. Right. That sounds like variance is that thing, right? That sounds plausible. It's been so long since I've done that. What's our frickin' square root? Don't tell me we don't have a fucking square. Oh, we have to import math. We're just picking random numbers. Not sure where you're going with standard deviation. The only reason why I want to print that out is because we should get similar results between these two methods of random numbers. That's all. Okay, so for example, if I do this, and we're going to paste Holio this, and we're going to print this is the old one, all right? And then this is the new one. Then here we're going to go random get 0 to 1. Now this one we know had good statistics because it's just literally linear. It's just that, you know, it wasn't giving us full precision probably, right? Okay. Well, those are pretty far off from each other, but like they're both plausible. 0.6 and 0.45 are plausible correct answers. So now if I seed, how does Sokoban seed? Let's go look. Yes. Okay. So we're going to do this. That's probably in a pot. Okay. Okay. So now we should be able to run. I mean, What we should do is like run a ton of iterations and just average them. Or here's what we could do is we could have 1,000 numbers on each one. Okay, and just not print them because that's a lot of meatballs. Okay. See, it's so many numbers. Those are pretty close. I believe it. I believe it. Could do more to see if duplicates occur. Yeah. I mean, the old code duplicates probably occur. I mean, the plan is we're not going to make this the default yet. We're going to release it to the beta people. Can use goodness of fit test. Yeah, I don't know what that is. It's in the article that we skimmed, but can you generate the numbers to an array and test with the same numbers? Test what? I mean, these two methods are just not going to generate the same numbers. That's the point, is they do different things. So we're not trying to reproduce the same numbers. We're trying to reproduce the same kind of numbers. But the actual numbers are different, so we can't just compare them like that. Okay, let's do the same test for... this is just very copy pasta because, you know, we could factor this or something. How much do I care? I don't know. I mean, we could just pass the function in. See, I didn't even... Wait, closed, open. We don't need this because we're printing new open, old open, new close. Like, obviously, we can just pass this, factor this into a function and just pass that. Right? That's the only fucking difference. And we might do it just for our own self-respect. Yeah, see this? I buy it. I buy it. Let's have self-respect. Do it. F is to float 64. See, except the only problem is the old function is float 32s, right? So we'll do this. We're going to put this up here. All right. Do it random get 0 to 1. Do it random get 0 to 1 new. Okay, we are not a JavaScript programmer. Oh, it's wait. It doesn't like, for some reason. See, we have two overloads of this. It's supposed to be able to do this. This is a bug. It's probably a simple bug. This is supposed to be a silent reject, and it isn't. Okay, hold on. This is the thing that doesn't work for some reason. So we'll just use this to pick the right function. Oh, right. I wanted procedure of call, not big arguments. See, this way you can explicitly say, I want the one that has 0 arguments, right? All right. Ta-da! Okay, let's do that to this. Open, not open, old, new, old, new. Cool. Somebody can link you to the paper that we linked that says where it's a blog post. I don't know why, if it's so easy to get the open interval, like, can't you just roll a 64-bit number? And if it's all 0, return 1.0, otherwise return the open interval? No, that won't quite be right. God damn it. I mean, no one's ever going to notice if you do that, but it's not right. Here I am. I'm sitting here. My nose is getting stuffy again in this office. I don't know what the deal is. What's the default precision? Well, these ones that I put in are 64-bit. And then you can just cast it down if you want. Okay. We can tell the people. Okay. Modules random. Added higher quality random number generation that is full precision as opposed to the quantized version from before in order to preserve functionality. In order to avoid ugly surprises, these are added as new functions. and someday we may deprecate the old ones, but we'll let you try them out first. If you want float 32 results, you can cast down. And this let's look at this link and see if there's something that we can directly direct people to. Float. There's no such section. Float. And there's the words floats everywhere. Is it this one? No, it's not. It's not any 128s or whatevers. I don't know, dude. Well, just, that other documents, this one talks about that anyway, so. Still have, oh, I didn't delete that. Good point. Good point. Thank you. That was silly. All right. Oh, yeah. Good point. We need to fix this. That's pretty good. We might have earned ourselves some hardcore gaming time now. Right? Let's take the W. Generating uniform doubles in the unit interval. Are we delivering value to the people today? Not today, but pretty soon, because it's been a few weeks. There's a couple more things that I want to fix. Raphael's also working on something that we want to get in the next beta. So it's not quite time to push the button, but we will soon. Take the W. Hey, someone's spamming about their game. Or no, maybe it's a real... It's a subscriber saying this. Let's see. What are we being told about? It's like they are hundreds. We could try this sometime. I was thinking more like playing a game about swapping stuff around tonight. I am divided. Maybe I want to game a little more. Maybe I want to. Let's try some more. Let's try some more stuff. Um, you know, yeah. Okay. Let me see. I need to pick what to work on. Math vector 3 normalized looks like this. Lack of copying that V. Oh yeah, that's yeah, this is illegal. We'll fix. All right. Okay. There's some illegal code. I don't know. Like fuck the passive aggressive must, dude. The Elon must. Fuck you. Okay, I don't think we do that. Oh, maybe we do. I don't know. Anyway. Let's do this. No, let's not even bother. I was going to avoid taking the square root until later, but like... So why, like, this is a weird thing where this is sort of a holdover from C++ that we're normalizing with the argument. Like, we probably shouldn't do that in this language. Also, Okay. Distance squared is quadrature. I would rather use a term that people know what it means. I've been doing video games my entire life. If I read the word quadrature, I wouldn't know what it meant. Yeah, this API I think should be questioned eventually. Okay. Yeah, I would like to delete these. They're just unnecessary. These are fallbacks to when I had these very verbose C++ versions of these functions. Especially normalizer z-axis. Who wants that except me? Honestly. Okay, let's just mark these deprecated. We're going to fucking deprecate these. And then I'm going to compile the Sokoban game. And we're going to have like 500. Okay. Ah, see? Fuck. The vector 2 version should like, okay, hold on. Right? Because like, if we're going to do this thing where you have a replacement. Yeah. Okay. I told you. Although most of these are here. So fewer of them. These are actually make an orthonormal basis. Okay. Okay. See, the funny thing is, quadrature is 3 syllables. Squared distance is also 3 syllables. So, like, they made another fucking word that's the same length as the existing terminology. Sparse matrix is 3 too. It is. Sparse matrix is 3 syllables, guys. Okay. So I could just go add non-deprecated. We're just going to clear them out. We're just going to manually fucking do all these. All right. Not too bad. Not too bad. I mean, we really shouldn't need actually to say a fallback in this case. You know what? We don't even need that. Fuck it. These should never be 0. If they are and we get 0 out, it's fine. All right. Sometimes when we know the input is not going to ever be 0, it doesn't matter which one you pick. So I can just replace normalizer 0. That can be pass 1. So anytime we see normalizer 0, just replace that, because our default fallback is 0. Okay, we don't have that for vector 2, but we're going to have to fix that anyway because that was our other no check-in. Normalizer 0 in manips. We just did that one. Manips. We did that. We did that. All right. Normalizer Z, there's a 0. Render IM. Effects. Oops, that was or Z-axis. All right. So let's check that one more time. Do we see any normalize or 0? We don't. Okay. Now it's just normalize or Z-axis. That's easy also. Right. Make segment lights. Okay, we'll keep that. Okay. General 3D. All right. Camera and editor. Okay. Normalizer Z-axis, 1775. All right, so now we just have this one. Harmonize the normalize API for vector 2 to match vector 3. Of course, we could add vector 4. Maybe won't do that right now. All right, so our normalize for vector 3, let's just put vector 2 right here. X times X plus Y times Y. Literally that. All right. All right. All right, so we had this for vector 2. Did I put new lines? No. All right. Wow, we got further because we got more compilation. All right. All right. It's fine. Get wrecked color picker. We should do a no dead code elimination. All right. Did I leave my no check-in in math? Okay, that was easy. All right. Sound player. Hey, we got it. Oops. I mean, preferring z-axis is weird. But I don't know. Okay. We need to fix line 67. Trivial. Modules overriding allocator fixed compilation error when compiled with there's no DCE. What is even going on? Cool. Let's try. Is it build? I renamed some stuff. All right. Cool. That was some grunt work. That was... Hold on, an email came up. I think most of the space saves. You can't write a white paper and use words like square distance. I know. It's tragic. It's tragic. Let's harmonize the naming here. I don't think we actually fixed. I think this is fake news because I didn't actually fix that yet. I also didn't fucking harmonize the API. All right. Don't use deprecated forms of normalize. Checking in on Sokoban always takes a little time. Not too bad, but boom. And then commit refactorings for modules math. And then I'll just hang out for a little bit. Uh-oh. I checked in some files that we didn't need to. Or rather, couldn't. All right. Now, while I'm waiting for the auto builder to build things, you know, there are very productive uses of our time. All right. So we'll wait about 3 or 4 minutes. You know, when people say, you know, the cartoon where it's like compiling and they're like sword fighting with Nerf guns? That's what we're doing right now. Except it's waiting for the build server. 2, 2, 0 right there. We get a free 0. Let's just take the free 0. Why even think about it? King, Queen, Jack on the 2. Where can the 4 go, though? The 4 can't go nowhere except on the 5. Okay, well, 19 is over here. 15 goes on the 16, right? 20 can go on the 19. 2 comes off. King, Queen on the Jack. 7 on the 8. Yeah, dude. Oh, 4 up. Boom. Oh, fuck. Wait. I threw, kinda, except it's going to be okay. Oh, it's not going to be okay because this won't come off. Oh, guys, the game's over already. I done fucked up. All right, well, okay, now that comes off. And now those go. And then that goes there. And then 4 on the... Oh, I threw, guys. I threw. I was like, oh, the 5 goes back on the 4, but that doesn't help with this. 10 on the 11. Okay, there, okay. We can't even bounce this onto the 10, 11. It's embarrassing. Is there literally anything we can do? I don't see it. I already got a build failure mail. Oh, cool. 3 of 3. 1 of builds failed. Oh my god. Well, this game also failed, so it's good that we're all on the same team here. Procedure did not match. Okay. So I guess I didn't. Right, I hadn't added that for vector 2, so I'm not surprised about the Sokoban build fail. But what about the compiler? Get rect left-handed. Type mismatch. I think I messed something up. Let's see. You know, I should have run tests locally, and for some reason, because I haven't worked on the compiler for a while, I was like, let's just check things in without running all the tests. That's not a good idea. I'm kind of annoyed at the build output email because I'm going to have to run the test locally, because when you run the test locally, it tells you the exact command line that failed. And in the build email, for some reason, it doesn't. Like, it doesn't tell me the command. It just says, here's the file where the error occurred. All right, see here, I guess because it went to standard error, and maybe that's just reordered and it's elsewhere. Oh, it's elsewhere. Okay, never mind. It's at the top of the email. All right, so this failed. Oh, fuck. You know what? Let's just do our own. Fuck it. Seven, 8 on 6 swords. Oh, I closed it. It doesn't save it. Dude, I should have alt-tabbed instead of closing it. Sorry, guys. It's more important to deliver value to the people, though. All right, so we're normalizing. This is in our own math function. It's in one of the overloads. Wanted vector 3 given vector 2. But we added a normalize for vector 2. What is... I thought we did. Normalize v vector 2. Oh, this. The return value was pasta'd incorrectly. All right. Cool. Let's recommit that. Fixed a mistake. And we will try again. I can't believe I closed it out instead of alt-tabbing. Let's just officially call this a gaming stream. Now, I'll play like a round or 5 of this and then go to bed. Today's been a really good day in terms of the amount of work that got done. Let me tell you. We did good stuff during the stream, but even just during my regular workday. Threes, look at all those threes. Threes are good. Oh, I miss our last setup. We were doing so great. Okay, this jack kind of, but queen and 10 are in there. 15 king on the queen. Okay, this king and queen kind of want to go. 15 on the 16. Oh, this is harder. This is so much harder than the one that we had. You know what? This one's going to be worse. Watch. That one actually probably wasn't that hard. I just wasn't seeing it right away. Sometimes it's just not that hard. All right. So whenever we're inverted like this 6-5, I just don't even think about it. And I swap it. So we have 4 and 3. So we could put all this on the 3, or we could put 3 on there. Gold jack on gold 10. Or gold 10 on gold jack. What? Let's find our twos and stuff. There's a two. There's a two. Oh. So if we put all this over there, we can go 10 Jack Queen right here and get that 15 off. And then also get the 2 off. And even before we do that, though, just get that guy. And then we have Jack 10. 17, 16 if we put the 10 on the Jack. But we might... Where's 2 green? Green leaf 2 is down there. So we're not in that much of a hurry to get the 3 or the 4. But maybe cards under there we care about. I don't know. Okay, so I want to put all this over here. That's why I saved the 3. I could have plunked the 3 on there, but that would have taken away the option to do this. And now we get the 2. Oh, and the 21. Great. Great. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So this 5, 6, 7 is 3. This 2 is on the 0. That's pretty good. 10. Oh, but this Jack Queen wants to go on the 10. And again, when things are inverted, we tend to just do it. So that's that for now. So now 17, 16, 15. If I put 15 over here, we put the 3 through 7 over here. And that just seems like a good entropy reduction. We have this Jack 10. So the Queen is there. The 9 is... I don't see the 9. I'm blind. Sometimes I'm so blind in this game. Where is 9 gold? There it is. Okay, it's in a very inconvenient place. Okay. What can we do now? This is about the time when we have to do a scary move. We could throw this in the middle, 5 on the 6. The problem is we want the 18 to go off, but we have to put this on the 18. Where's blue 9? Blue 9 is there. This is a little rough. So we could get 20 somehow. Maybe not. That seems hard. Okay. If I put this 6 in the middle, I can go 7, 6, 5, 4 right here with the greens, right? That gives us blue queen, which this Jack 10 can go on, which frees up the 8, which can go on the 9, or vice versa, but we don't care about this right now. So this 8 goes on 9 Arcana, and then maybe this 3 goes here, or the 4 goes here. Oh no, because we did 7, 6, 5, 4. So 3 goes on the 7, 6, 5, 4 to make 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Red queen is where we get kind of stuck, because we kind of need it to go on these, but our hole here is filled. But like we could almost do this. 8 combines the 2 Arcana covers. Oh, you're right. So we can go 1 through 9, or throw all this on the 9. I'm just going to do it, guys. We're going to be boldly into the unknown. All right. Going to do this. Going to do that. We're going to do this. Going to do that. We're going to go 8. We're going to go 3. So now it's scary because we don't have a 0 bagger. But if we can move this queen, we could put queen jack 10 on the 9 and then 6 on the 5. Okay. I don't know how we move the queen. I guess that jack. So if we could put this 13. So we could put the 9 here or all this there. Now the thing is, blue 6 goes on 5 or 7. Oh. So if we put all this on the 9, we could bounce 7, 8, and then put the 6 on the 7. That sounds good to me. Let me get that back before I read what you're saying, because I like the comfort of my mumfort. All right, so we're doing that. So now we don't have a 1 bagger, but we have a 0 bagger, and that's fine. Okay, you were saying 6 up. Well, we don't need that anymore. Queen jack 10 in the hole. Okay. 6 down on 5. Oh, yeah. And then red queen up. All right. So we still sort of have this option, right? We could put this in the hole. We could put 6, 7 on there. It just, our 11 would be unsightly. But if we could like put this on 14, then we're fine or whatever, right? Sure wish we could get 0. All this would go. It doesn't matter that much. This is logically 2 cards. It doesn't matter that it's 9 cards. It's really 2. We could do something with the 4 here and the 3. Blue 9 would also be nice. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, blue 9 lets us throw this or that, right? The thing is, this 9, 10. See, whenever you have cards that could connect either way, but both ways are buried under the same stuff, it's harder because you only have one option instead of 2 options, right? Now, that said, it also simplifies life by giving you one thing to think about. Can make the red 7, 6 and 1, 2, 1 and 12, 13 trade places. Let's see. 7, 6, 12, 13. Okay, 12, 13 in the hole. Jack on the queen. No. 7, 6 has to flip first. 11 goes up. 12, 13 in the hole. 11 comes back down on that. Jack on the queen, 7, 6. Yeah, that works. Let's do this. Okay, we still don't have a one bagger, which is not great. However, that was probably a good entropy reduction. All right. Still seems hard. Still seems hard. Yeah, if we had a one bagger, we could put this on that. Well, I don't know. Dismantle second from left. Is this second from left or is this first from left? 17, 16, 15. That has nowhere to go. Oh, and then this goes on queen jack. This jack didn't used to be covered up. So we could do that. And then this 9 goes here. And then the 3 pops. And then the king is a one bagger. And oh, but we can reverse the queen jack onto there. See, the problem is this eats our hole. But it might be the play anyway. Right, it eats our hole because, hold on, 17, 16, 15. 10, 9 goes on the queen jack, okay. 9 blue goes over here. Oh, and then all that can join with the 6, 7, 8, so that's great, or whatever. 3 pops. Queen jack goes on here. So this 9 is alone, but it's hanging out, and it can't go anywhere. And in fact, if we flip this, well, we can't even flip this queen jack 10 onto it, but if we were to, that would be a lose move. Can then flip it all onto the red 5. Let's just do it. Boom. 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 All right. Maybe I threw. Hold on. I think I threw. Okay, so this 9-8. Oh, this gives us a one bagger here, which maybe means we didn't throw, because that lets us bounce the queen and stuff onto there, right? So if we put the 6, 7, 8 over here, that's fine. If we put it that way, we get gold queen, which might be like we could put jack 10 onto gold queen, but 3 and 4 are trapped apart from each other. So I kind of like going this way and getting the one bagger, because the one bagger lets us bounce queen through 9 onto there, and then 8 through 6 onto that. Although I feel like that's a trap. I feel like we lose. But then we could put queen jack 10 onto there, and then the 5. Let's just do it. Let's just do it. Fuck it. Fuck it. Okay, and then we can bounce this onto the 9. Well, okay, it's dangerous, but we could bounce this onto the 9, but that leaves us with only one bagger. But then 5 could go here. Okay, we get our slot back at least, right? Because 5 could go there, and then these go on the 18. That's our minimum. Or we could get 6 gold, which is not as valuable right now. So I think we put 5 on the left. Right? Am I missing something? Okay, actually I could do it either way. If I put 5 on the left, either I could put these on the 18, or I put the 18 on those, and then the 4 on the 5, and we still get a slot. And then I can flip it and get the 2 and the 0 and all the, yeah, okay. So we're going to do this. We're going to do this. We're going to do that. And then we're going to do this. Which is awesome. And now we can put this on there, obviously. We could put this over there, obviously. This will pop. 19 will go onto there. 9 will go over there, right? Yeah. Okay, this is looking up. This is looking hard to throw at this point. These will clear. Okay, let's just go there. Boom. You know, thanks to the help from chat, we just can't lose. We just can't lose. All right, good job, everybody. That was 181. Now what we got? 2, 2, 3. Oh, 2, 3. That's juicy. It's pretty far down, but you never know. It's under a king. Where's the blue queen? Oh, God. Okay, this is juicy but hard. 21 is right there. 13 has nowhere to go, but 12 is there. 0. Okay, this is not obviously a good deal for us. I think we just start with some entropy reduction. Like we could put queen on jack, 8 on 9 or 9 on 8. Who do we like more? Red 5 as kind of could go here if we throw the 13. Green 6 is harder. I don't fucking know. We could be trying to drill down here because queen can go on the jack or the king here, right? 12 can go on the 13. 8 can go on this 9. Or in fact, we could just start by clearing down and putting the 9 back on the 8. And then the 10 is not that far down, right? This 7, 6 can go on this 8. Like I said, when it's inverted, I just do it and don't think about it, right? We can go 10, jack, queen, 9 in the hole, 12 on the 13. Yeah. I'll do this, 10, jack. Okay, well, hold on. So we have our 9 here, so we do want to get it off. There's so many things. Like if I put the 13 on the 12 for a minute, 21 and 20 come off, which is not bad. But if I continue with my plan, oh, you know what? We get king, queen, jack, 10, right? Which is like basically the best of both worlds. Now we get the 0 easily. Well, somewhat easily. But we have a place to put our 9. That wasn't the 8, right? And then we could go, I mean, we could put the 13 on there. We don't care that much about the 8. We get 21 and 20. And then it's good to have 19 off because that gets us closer to clearing this column. Or 12 on the 13, bury the 21. 8 on the 9, bury the 0. That's not great. Pop the 2. Which gets us to green 3, which can go on the 4, and blue 7, which is a 1-bagger, which is a good place to be, at least. Red 3. Yeah, I don't know which of these options that I like better, is all I'm saying, out of all this. Emptying the rightmost stack seems good. Let's see. Oh, yeah, because 18 goes on the 17. Let's do that. There's a lot of very proximal low-hanging fruits. Okay, that is good because now it means if we pop this one, we get 3 and the 21. 6 can go on this 5 maybe. I don't know. But we have another column free now. So I could just throw this in if I want to get 21, 20. Right? Or also this 1 and this 2 go away right away, right? So as soon as we have places to put these, that's not bad. Also, if I throw this, this can go on the jack, and then 2 pops. 3 goes on the floor, the 4, not the floor. And then we have a 1-bagger. And the 3 on the 4 are good because then this 2 just pops all those, right? So you can do things with it. Otherwise, if I were to go the other way, we free the 9, which puts the 8, 7, 6 on the 9. And gives us red 5, which doesn't seem very useful right now. Let's do it this way. Boom. Boom. Okay, pretty good. Pretty good. Okay, now we have 2 slots and a 1-bagger, so we can just burn one of the slots. We could do that with this 13-12, right? We would get the 21 and the 20. We would open blue 4. We would open red 6. And then 19 would be next to pop. Which then we could trade these with this and get the 19 and put them on the 11. Okay. Okay. Do you see what I'm saying? All right. So I'm going to throw this in the hole. Oh, fuck. I almost threw. I didn't realize these were inverted relative to the 9. Oops. Fortunately, we can do this. Oh, I didn't realize we got down to 16. And then we put that back on there is the plan. Okay. We didn't throw. Hooray. Dude, we're down to 16, which means 15 goes easily. If we throw this in the middle, 5 goes on the left, maybe. 15 pops. And then 5, this goes back on the 5 if we bounce it. I didn't even think about the converse strategy. I just wanted to do that. Okay. And then this 6-5 obviously could go on this 7. And that gives us gold 3, which pops off. What else? How do we get green 2? Green 2 is here. Blue 9 wants to go there. Not so easy. Not so easy. The green 10 around onto the 9. Yeah, that was from before. Blue 7 and king. Good point. Good point. I like that. I like that. King is hard to put down, but it's okay. I'm looking at something like 6 in the hole, 9 up, 11, 12, 13 on the 14, 9 on the 8. Or 14 on 11, 12, 13. 5 on the 4. 6 on the 5. 9 back down. That eats our hole. Which is not good. But we would get some entropy reduction. Oh, 14 pops. 13, 12, 11 pops. That's great. So if I move 6 in the hole, 9 up, 14, 13, 12, 11 just vaporize. Maybe blue 5 on blue 4. 6 on the 5. That still eats all our... Oh, and then 9 on the 8. And then we get our slot back. Right? Easy clap. I like that. I like that. Okay. Where's gold 4? Way under there. The cards we need. Not the cards we deserve. 4, 5. So 10 and 1 pop. There's 1. There's 10. Okay. So if only this was flipped, actually, we could put 2, 3 onto it and it would all dissolve. The problem is, if I throw 7, 8 in the hole, 10 pops, But like I have to put 3 up to maybe get 2 to pop, and it won't pop because 3's up. It looks like time to do something really scary. So we're in a difficult position as well because this is one of the mildly more subtle things about the game. But all of our bottom sequences here are more than 1 card, except of course our 1 bagger here. And what that means is you don't have any move where you could put something up and get it what's underneath. You have to use a slot to get it anything underneath now, and that's bad. That is a way to get stuck. Okay. We could put 5, 6, 7, 8 in a hole. Invert 6, 5 onto the 7. 3 will pop. Giving us red queen, which is hard to do. We kind of want to put 9, 8, 7, 6, 5 together, but it's like all inverted relative to each other, which sucks. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Leftmost stack can be cleared out after you get gold 7. Let's see. 6, 5 in a hole. 3 pops. Queen up. 4 on the 6, 5. Oh, 4 on the 6, 5 if it's the right way. Yeah, that's what I didn't see. And then 7 and then queen down. The problem is we lose our slot. But wait, no, also where's red 3? We don't burn the red cards, which sucks. So we really, yeah, we're really hosed at that point. 7, 6, 5 on gold 8. 7. Oh, and then you get red king. That's a very good point. Okay, so I'm going to do this so that we're correct relative to the 4. Queen up 4. 7. Queen down, right? Okay, we were saying 6, 5. Queen onto there. Easy clap. So now this 2, 3, 4, 5 is very close to going away, right? If we just had like a 6 to flip it on, but it's down there. So like this 10 will go, but the 3 is the problem. If I could put this on something, right? We already established the 6 is buried. The 9 is here. That's not too bad. Okay, there's something we could do here, right? We throw this giant gold stack in a hole. Okay. 5, 6, 7, 8 goes on the 9. Boom. 654 gets put on the 7, and that gives us a slot back. Right? And then we can do something with the 8, 9. Probably. Right? So there. 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 So now we have this 8, 9. We have this 7, 6, 5, 4. We have the 5, 4, 3 with the 2. This is all very juicy. A juicy Smoyer. We are in a very juicy Smoyer situation. Also, actually, we put 5, 4. We put king, queen on the jack, and we put this on the king, right? Like that. That's very good. Oh, the 3, 2. This is inverted now, guys. Yeah, this is inverted, so that is good. The way I was thinking about doing this was 4, 3 in the hole, probably reversed, just 4, 3. 8, 7 on the 9. 10 pops, and then 3, 2 go on the 5, 4, and all that pops, right? Probably doesn't matter to do this because we could flip it later, but whatever. We're just being paranoid. Only the paranoid survive. All right. This is looking up. This is looking up. And then we can trade this with the 4, 3, of course. Right? If we want to get rid of our 1 bagger, we could throw this and put the queen on the king. Now this can go there. I'm going to get rid of this 1 bagger. And then these pop. I mean, how easy could they make this game, guys? It is kind of ridiculous, isn't it? Like, what is even going on? What is even happening? Why do they think we wouldn't get 182 wins? Hey, look, we get a 2. 0's not too hard. 15, 16 goes on the 14 here. 6 goes on the 7. This 6, I don't know. 21's, 3 just goes on the 4 and we get the 21. I mean, why wouldn't I just literally just do that? Because 20's fucking buried. But that gives us red 5, which helps with red 6. So we're just going to do it. Like, we're just narrowing down our thought space. Okay. So we could put 6 on the 5, or even 5, 6, 7 if we could put this somewhere. But 6 on the 5, 15, 16 on the 14, we get 0. And that gives us green 6, which the 7 goes on there and gets us green 2. Who would want anything more than that? It's ridiculous. All right. 7 on the 6 gives us 2. All right. Now you're observing that reds are close to the top, I guess. Kind of. 2-3, that's juicy, right? 2-3, anytime you see that. It's just these. So red 10 could kind of go there. I don't know. I don't know, guys. Green 3 is there. Blue tooth 8. So 20 goes or 1 goes. If we throw 8 in the hole, 5 on the 6, 2 pops. That's not awesome because 8 needs 9 or 7. Again, we're trapped with both of the ways in the same place. It's a drag. It's a Panzer Dragoon Orta. I checked out Zach's physical solitaire game, The Lucky 7. No, I haven't. I'm not sure I like the sound of that because the thing that I like about computer solitaire like this is you won't accidentally violate any of the weird rules, right? I don't know. Okay. I'm getting tired. I am not seeing anything obvious to do. We might have to get scary, like straight up here. This looks difficult. I kind of want to do some 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 situation here. Seems hard. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Gives us 2. 2 blue. 8 has to go nowhere. 10 has to go nowhere. 3 gold has to go nowhere. So that's a lot of asking. 13 to 16. Oh, that's true. So we could bounce the 14, 15, 16 onto the 13. Right? That frees red 8. Which I don't know, but we have this 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, and then the 6 goes on the 7. That's a good point. That's a good point. And in fact, we can do some 9, 8, 7, 6 situation here, right? So we could do 9, 8, and then we're close to getting 3 after 2. Oh, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. It's even better, dude. We get our 2 and we get this. We can go 5, 6, 7, 8, right? And then now this 3 is very close. That was great. I thought we didn't have much of an option, but we totally have options, right? So 20 is going to pop as well, right? So there we go. If we get 18, all this goes. Probably combined 3 to 10. Oh, this goes on the 10, yeah. Dude. Okay. So much has changed so rapidly. I mean, this 11, 12 could flip onto here if we take up the slot, right? And then like 3 on the 4 and we get 2. Let's just do this, right? Gold 3 on gold 4. We get 2 onto here. Jack, I don't know. But we'll have 10 through 2 in a slot. And 9 obviously goes here. Blue 8 doesn't have anywhere. So that's kind of ass. Ever found a Boolean with the variable name true or false in a code base? That sounds like some genius programming. Okay, so we could do this. That's just a little entropy reduction right there. Of course, now I can't put the 3. But you can't always get what you want. You can't always get what you want. I feel like we're not that far from getting this 2-3 here. Right? Because blue queen goes on the king. 10-9, let's just suppose we threw that in a hole. Red 10 wants to go under this 5, 6, 7, 8. So we would use our other. We would be out of empty slots. Also, blue 10 really nowhere to go. Maybe I shouldn't have done this because I wanted the 3. Dig for the 18. That could make some stuff happen. 8 in the hole. 9 over here. 11, 12 can go on this if we flipped it. Nine, that's difficult. Oh, but then 8 goes on the 9. Hold on, let's take this here. Because blue 8 can go back on the blue 9 at the end. Let's see. So we throw this in a giant hole. 10 is on the surface. 8 goes over here. 9 goes on this big red stack. We invert 11, 12 onto the 10 that's over here. This green 9, I mean, so wait, we put all this in the hole. We put 8 in the other hole. So those are occupied. So king goes up. This 9 goes onto that 8. 18 pops. 8 goes back onto 9. King comes back down, but we have no slot. Oh, but the 9, 8, 7, 6 can go together. Why don't I trade the king for the 7, 6 right now? Just make that easier. All right. So now this goes in a hole. 8 goes here. 9 goes there. 11, 12 flips onto that. 9 goes on the 8, 7, 6. Yeah, let's just do this, right? I'm not going to throw, right? Right? I'm not going to throw. In fact, we could even do this, but do that. Oh, I didn't even realize all those would go. That makes it easy. That's an easy choice. Okay, so 2 goes as soon as we pop off here. So what if I just throw this blue king in the slot? Queen goes on king. King goes on queen. 5 pops. 7 goes on the 8-9. 8 goes out. Yeah. All right. That's a good move. That's the winning move right there. Okay. G's to the G's. Oh, these go. Let's just do this. It's like I don't even care anymore. Don't even care. GG's, everybody. It's been another day of hard work, winning and Magician, look at him. He's like, hard work paid off today. Thank you, everybody. I hope you enjoyed that we're doing some programming streams again. We will continue such. Oh, look, I've accidentally been recording the whole session onto my hard drive. Oops. Oh, because I have it bound to a hotkey that I hit. Oh, no. All right, thanks, everybody. Oh, my God. Hold on. Let's look at my videos folder. I think I bound it to the insert key. How many videos did I make? Oh, not that many, just this one. It's just 5 gigabytes that we recorded starting at 10 p.m. All right, delete that crap. Thanks, everybody. See you later.